Authority Board of Directors Annual Meeting for 2017, January 19th, in order. Appreciate everyone being here today. We are always welcomed here by the team with the Predators organization at Bridgestone Arena. It's good to be in this facility. It's always nice to move around our meetings and get to see the Sports Authority facilities in action, so thank you all for hosting us today. As always, the appeals process for any action of this board can be found at the top of today's agenda. Our first item to consider is our meeting minutes from December 15th, the last time we were together. I believe there was a typo that has since been corrected in the version that's in the board packet today. So if there is a motion to approve the minutes as amended.
So moved.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor to approve the amended meeting minutes, say aye. Aye. The meeting minutes are approved. At this time, we will hear from our Executive Director, Monica Fattenson, for her report.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the Sports Authority, all of our partners and guests and friends. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. You have the agenda in front of you, and as you can see, it should be brief. We will not have any facility reports this morning, but instead, following my report, we will have a parking report from Brasher Burbank, with Stewart Parking Solutions, and also a special events report from Quentin Herring, our new special events coordinator. I believe most of you have had an opportunity to meet him, but we'll hear from him briefly this morning too. Following those reports, we'll have elections, which according to our bylaws are the main purpose of this annual meeting. There are a few things I'd like to mention as we start a new calendar year. We will continue to meet on the third Thursdays of each month at 10:30. In your binders, you'll see the 2017 list of meeting dates, and I think Alicia usually will send out calendar invites, which we hear are helpful to go ahead and get those on your schedule. Also in your binders, you will find your attendance record for 2016. And so we think it's helpful to include that. We do track attendance. Our governance documents say that to be a member in good standing, you really need to attend at least 70% of the meetings. And of course, we understand that life happens and that there will always be unforeseen circumstances and you just can't make it, but it is very critical that you attend, not just on days where we have a lot of action to take, but just, I think, for your general understanding of the key issues that the board will be taking up and addressing. This year, we're gonna change the meeting structure a little bit. Instead of receiving presentations from all of our facilities each month, we're gonna look to have a more in-depth report from the facility that is hosting the meetings. Monthly facility reports will still go out to the board. You will continue to get the information that you have always received, as well as the executive director's report. So that piece will not change. And of course, it's incumbent upon you all to read and review the materials. And I know it's a lot. But of course, that is very important to the overall productivity of this board. On the agendas, we will continue to have an opportunity for the board to ask questions of the facility managers, general or specific in nature, because we want to make sure that even though we won't be hearing from everyone monthly, that we still are very much aware of what's going on and just what the main issues are. And so the purpose of this is not just to streamline the meetings and to make them shorter, even though we think that will result. We really want to give our facility managers more time to fully communicate the key issues, the key needs, and the successes of the buildings. And we also want to give the board the same opportunity to ask more questions, to digest the information, and just go a little deeper. So hopefully we were able to get past the what is being done and kind of get into why is it being done and what's the value that it presents. And so I think that it's going to be very helpful. We will tweak and make adjustments as we need to, and we'll make sure that this just work smoothly, but I think it's going to be a positive change. So we'll start that in February. The February meeting will be at Nissan Stadium. Most likely we will have a finance committee prior to that, like we did in December, and the feedback on that was very positive. So as we confirm the date, we will let everyone know, and we will roll into our new structure. Feel free to communicate any questions, any thoughts as we move into this new process. Next Thursday, January 26th, we're going to have a tenant meeting here at the arena. We had one in July, which was the first time we did that. The feedback was very good, and our plan is to do that twice a year. So we will be doing that next Thursday. You all are welcome to attend. Contact our office if you'd like some information. I think the Register of Deeds and the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame and the Visitor Center, Sirius XM Studios, they are our tenants, and so it's really important that we stay plugged in and know what's going on with them as well. I'd like to congratulate Bridgestone Arena and the Nashville Predators. Polestar recently released their 2016 concert rankings, and the arena finished as the 5th busiest venue in the United States for the second year in a row. And I think this comes kind of on the tail end of the ESPN Ultimate rankings, where they finished 6th among the 122 major league sports. We're very proud of the job they're doing. I don't know if there's anything I need to add to that, but congratulations. We're very proud of everything that goes on here. So thank you for that. Finally, just want to thank the board. We really appreciate your commitment to this body, to the dedication, and all of your input, and looking forward to a great year. If there are no questions, that concludes my report.
Monica, I have a couple questions.
Okay.
I know I received a hard copy, which was helpful on the board packet. I think that's going to maybe be an option moving forward too. I know for Fridays you do, in advance of the meetings, about a week out, send digitally, but it's helpful to also have the option to maybe review a hard copy, and so I think that's something
we will make that available. I mean, we have binders as opposed to packets, and sometimes that's just easier to flip through. If you would like for us to get hard copies of the materials to your office in advance of the meetings as opposed to the emails, we'll find a way to do that. It might not happen the Friday before the meeting. It may be the Monday before, because there are always last-minute changes. But we will work with you all we want to make this going through the information as easy as possible for you all. So please let us know how we can help you. If you prefer to continue to have the documents emailed, then we will do that. If you would like the hard copy, in addition to the emailed documents, we'll do that as well.
And then the binders, just leave them here. And
leave them here.
Take the contents out if you want them, but.
And then we'll recycle and give them to you next time.
Thank you. All right. At this time, we have our parking and special events report. I believe Brasher.
Good morning, everybody.
Yourself and give us a Stewart Parking update.
I'm Brasher Burbank. I'm Vice President with Stewart Parking. I'll try to keep this brief. I know parking probably ranks up there with Larry Adams' expansion joints, so we'll just glad I'm not behind Sean Henry. All right, here we go. Okay, so in 2012, we took over the contract with the Sports Authority. There were 3 things that was really clear to us that you guys wanted to focus on. One is transparent reporting. So, we just met with the Budget Finance Committee, 4 years of just clean audits with Kraft CPA. So we're super excited about that. Looking forward to that also on year 5. You wanted to raise the level of customer service, right? So if any of you guys have come down to our events, rolled down the window and talked to our staff, you see that we take that very seriously. And 3, you wanted us to market Nissan Stadium. So if you went to Nissan Stadium, 4 or 5 years ago, you would see thousands of empty spaces, right? We had this Lot E, which was kind of our main money maker. You know, it was a daily transient revenue generator, okay? But really there were no events going on at Nissan Stadium. As a matter of fact, there was only 2. There was the Rock and Roll Marathon, which was Country Music Marathon then, and then the 4th of July. So in 2016, so I've just got some notable events up here. We had over 120 events or lot rentals in 2016, which is amazing, you know, in 4 years to get. But, you know, you look at some of these events that we're working with. I mean, the Grammys, Glow, and Eddie, by the way, that's not misspelled. Don't freak out. Is it? Not supposed to have a W. But working with, you know, Smoking Guitars, Pride Fest, Wine on the River, you know, all of these events, just really high-end clients, and really feathers in our cap to be able to work with them. But the real interesting part is I put up there's 6 or 7 first-year events this year. You know, Precision Dynamics, Cherry Blossom, Yokohama Tires, World of Asphalt. And these are all events that came this year, and you know, they've all expressed interest in coming back. So we're very happy about that. And we're not losing events. The events that we've done, you know, 2 and 3 and 4 years ago, they're coming back to Nissan Stadium. Revenues. This is the easiest slide of them all. As you can see, we've done really well. The first year, 2013, you know, over $250,000. That was $50,000 ahead of what we projected in the initial RFP to begin with, and then progressively getting better throughout the next 3 years. 2016, we ended $381,000. 2017, we're going to be, you know, $400,000, well above $400,000, I would imagine. So way beyond what we originally projected. Next slide is the current year. So technically, 2016 ended in June of 2016. So we are already 5 or 6 months into 2017. So where we were last year, 217 at this point at the end of December, 242,000 now at the end of 2016. So we're already 9% ahead of last year going into the final year. So really, the big part of what we do, we're kind of like the glue over at Nissan Stadium when it comes to parking, right? So we have these partners. Obviously, the Titans are a huge part of that. We just signed a new contract with the Titans, so we're going to be managing their parking for the foreseeable future, so we're very appreciative of them of that. But aside from the Titans, you know, the Titans have hundreds of events that they do every year. But aside from them, you've got the Bridge Building, you've got Metro Parks, you've got the Downtown Partnership, the State Shuttle, you know, Public Works, Metro Police. So there's all of these people who are involved in making this a success over at Nissan Stadium. So we take great pride in working and communicating with the Sports Authority and staff and with all of our partners over at Nissan Stadium to ensure that you know, we're not stepping on any toes, and all the, you know, T's are crossed and I's are dotted. All right, so another huge thing that happened in 2016, which Monica has already reported on, was the Public Investment Plan, or PIP. So honestly, where I came from, my previous employer, PIP was a progressive improvement plan, which basically meant you're about to be fired. So, you know, we were pretty excited. That's not what that meant, but you know, we gathered statistics and data and gave it to Monica, and Monica created a plan. And the plan was that we're going to see consistent growth over the next 2 or 3 or 5 years, okay? It's going to continue to grow. Nissan Stadium's become a destination. And we all collaboratively thought that, you know, having Quentin sit here representing us as a special event manager, so that was really an honor for us to be a part of that. We were able to go, got to meet the mayor, got to meet Rich Riebling. We went with Kim and Sean and I think Walter and Doug, and we went and stood beside Monica over at the trolley barn and supported her. And yeah, we got it done, and we're super excited about that. That was just just a huge honor for our small little company to be a part of something like that. So, all right, let's wrap it up. Each year, our company holds an annual retreat. At this retreat, we train our staff on customer service, best practices, and we brainstorm ways we can improve our operations. Our culture is a large part of our success. We teach servant leadership and ask our employees buy into that. We take these very seriously, and we treat everyone with respect. We believe that responsiveness, customer service, and innovative thinking is what's grown the revenues over at Nissan Stadium. We'll continue to grow that. And another thing for us, when we talk about all of these folks that are interested in using the parking lots, we are accessible, okay? So, if you call our office between 7 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to get a live person. You're not going to get an answer machine. Going beyond that, we have a manager on duty program to where, after 7, nights and weekends, if you call our office, you're going to get a person, okay? So in this industry, that is very important because, oftentimes just for the event planner to know that the ball is rolling, right? The process has started, keep them here instead of going to the fairgrounds or some other property. So we take that very seriously. And just in conclusion, I will say that we understand over the next few months, we're going to be competing to keep the contract. With Stewart Parking, you're not a notch in our belt, you're not a statistic, you truly are our livelihood. With your partnership, we have literally created something out of nothing. We have changed the way people see Nissan Stadium and have created a destination. It is so important now more than ever that the right company be in place to manage the logistical challenges that we have going forward. It's been an honor working with everybody here. We're so proud to be a part of it. And thank you for everything you guys do for us. And before I open up for questions, I just want to give our staff a little shout out because they deserve to be recognized. But just 8 or 10 pictures here, some of the events that go on downtown. You see Marcus Mariota there with our office manager, Dinah, representing. And this was a shuttle program that we did for the Titans. Nice little skyline there with our sign. Staff working hard in the rain at night, getting people into Lot R. And this was Eric here at, that was the ball walk. I don't know if any of you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen the ball walk, but it's quite the spectacle. That was at the Music City Bowl this year, and we had staff lined up all the way down South 2nd Street, getting the players where they needed to be. And then also, over the last 18 months, we've started a valet division of our business. So these are our workhorses, as Chase calls them. But doing a valet event for Nissan over at Rocket Town there. That's our new uniforms that we've invested in this year too. And it's the holiday party over at the Titans. T-Rack kind of jumped in there last minute and stole the show. And then here we are at Doug's Place doing a valet for the Nashville Chamber. New uniforms and all our valets out there. That's all I got.
Thank you.
You got any questions for me?
Any questions for, I believe I see Eddie in the background
Just
too.
curious, how many staff do you employ now?
We have 6 full-time employees, and then we have about 250 part-time contractors and employees that work for us.
And then Brasher, Eddie's with us today.
Eddie's with us today. Thank you, Eddie. And Chase, our Director of Operations. We're happy to have them here and the support.
Excellent.
Okay, very good.
We value
Thank you all very much. We
our
appreciate
working
it.
relationship. Thank you for the presentation. It's always good to see you.
All right,
And,
thank you.
I think next up we have our Special Events Coordinator, Quentin Herring, is going to give us an update.
Good morning, Board. My name is Quentin Herring. I'm the Special Events Coordinator with the Sports Authority Department. So today I'm going to kind of go over a couple different things. I'm going to kind of say how we finished 2016 and also a couple of events that I had my hands in for 2016 and also some events that we have coming down the pike for 2017. So when I first started in November, kind of hit the ground running. There's a big event that was already kind of underway. It's called the Grand Tour. If you're not familiar with the Grand Tour, you might be familiar with a show that was on the BBC network called Top Gear. A little bit about kind of what that show is to give you an idea. There's a couple of comedians that host the show, and they might do something like going to Japan and find the most expensive, fastest car in Japan, and also finding a bullet train in Japan. And they might race the car and the train to the other coast of Japan just to see who won. So it's kind of a fun show. And they also, now that they're not doing Top Gear, they have a show on Amazon called The Grand Tour. The second episode of their first season is in Nashville, and they actually filmed their show at Nissan Stadium, and they used one of our lots to set up kind of a base camp for that show. Let's see. Also in December, we had the Piedmont Gas Christmas Parade, and also the Rudolph Red-Nosed Run, and a pregame tailgate party for the Music City Bowl. What that was, it was kind of a large tent set up in one of our lots, Lot R, and that was basically where they had a stage and a bar and food set up for kind of VIP patrons of the game to kind of come in and fellowship with each other before the game. We also worked with the New Year's Eve Nashville celebration. They used Nissan Stadium for parking as well. So kind of how we finished out the last quarter of 2016, we had a total of 79 events, which is, I think, a pretty good number, considering last year for quarter two, we had a total of 32 events. So we're definitely growing the program. So in addition to the events that I'm doing with just the Sports Authority Department, I'm also on the special events team out of the mayor's office. And a couple of events that we have coming on for 2017. I'll kind of highlight those for you. First off, this weekend we have Power Together, the Women's March on Washington. They're also doing one here in Nashville. They're expecting about 4,000 people to participate in that, so I think that's really great. We're also working on the Fantastic 5K, the Tom King Classic, SEC basketball tournament, the 4th of July celebrations, Nashville Pride Festival, and also the Great American Eclipse. If you don't know, there's going to be a big eclipse in August, and being that Nashville is the largest city within the sightline of that eclipse, we're expecting upwards to 1 million people to kind of converge on Nashville to view that eclipse. So we're trying to think of safe places for people to come, so they're not just stopping in the middle of the highway and looking up at the sky. So thinking of different concerts and different venues, city parks to utilize to kind of activate those spaces for those people to come and enjoy Nashville.
Quentin, what day is that, like August 21st?
August 21st. August 21st. I believe it's going to be about 11:45. So right at noon, it's going to last about an hour, the full spectacle. Also, so as far as the public investment plan goes, I'm currently providing quarterly reports to the finance department on that. In that, I'm including the total number of events that we have each quarter, new events for the department each quarter, the amount of revenue, and also the amount of parking spaces used for that quarter. So to kind of sum up, I'm also working to create a marketing program for the Sports Authority. I'm going to start social media accounts for the department just to kind of highlight the events that we have going on, provide pictures, a little bit more advertising for our event organizers. We're also focusing on nonprofit organizations. 2017, I'm really going to kind of start canvassing nonprofit organizations in the area, knocking on doors, trying to get meetings, trying to get site visits to show them our event space, to let them know kind of the great offers that we have for nonprofits in Nashville. That is, there's one last thing, sorry. We're also working on customer surveys. So for our event organizers, I'm sending out surveys just to kind of get feedback on what we can do better, what we did good. I've already sent out close to 40 surveys for events that were held for 2016, and just looking to get those back, and so we can kind of analyze that and figure out what we can do better and what we've already done. So that concludes my report.
Quentin, what was your start date?
November 1st.
You're doing great. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Keep up the good work.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is our 2017 board elections. I believe Metro Legal provided the memo of how we need to conduct our board elections, and probably be appropriate to hand it over to our vice chair to run this portion of the meeting. Is that all right, vice chair? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll work together.
I am fighting a cold, so forgive my voice. But I guess we are up for elections, and I guess it would be appropriate to open the floor for nominations.
Yeah, there are three officer positions. There's chair, vice chair, and secretary/treasurer. So those would be the three positions that you would want to open the floor for nominations
Okay.
on. It is up to the nominator, whether it's one at a time or as a slate of
Okay.
officers.
And I'd welcome any input from the board as to how you'd like to proceed with that. Would you like to take, yes?
I would like to nominate all three. Kim Atkins for chair, Kathy Bender for vice chair, Christy Wilson for secretary. I make a motion to nominate those three.
I second it.
Okay, so
Open
there's
for
a slate
debates.
presented. I don't know that if I can pass it. Am I able to move it forward?
So I guess we open it for,
There's a
You can
slate.
open for
Okay.
debate now.
Okay,
discussion.
all right. You've heard the slate. Is there any discussion? If not, all of those in favor of accepting the slate recommended, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposers, nay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you guys, everyone. We're lucky to all serve together, and I really enjoy working with everyone, especially Monica and the team. So look forward to another productive year together. As we look ahead and the change of the format, I know we had the facility reports today. Are there any questions? And it wasn't on the agenda, but I know we've all had a chance to review, so if there are any questions for that. If not, then is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion second, and we're adjourned. Thanks, guys.
Well done.
Looking to start a new career in the booming Nashville construction industry? The office of Mayor Megan Barry is sponsoring